What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're looking to get your music reviewed, you can hit up this email that's right here. But today I'm going to hit you up with my thoughts and opinions on this album from the Hodge Council, and it is called Brightness. The Hodge Council is a duo made up of Zay Peace and A. Josh D. They're coming out of Texas, and if you want to find out more about them and check out their music, you can just take a look at the links down below. But we are going to talk about this project right here, and I think some of the strongest points come in the form of the production. So with Lie on Me, we're getting this spacey late night vibe to it, something you could really work with when you're driving around. Sugarcoat has a nice blend of strings and keys, and then with Glisten we're getting another wavy banger, and this one has some of the album's best melodies on it as well. There's certainly some things on this album that I think you can work with if you're just hanging out and chilling. You want something that's not too deep and you like that synth production, so there are some moments here that you can work with. But however, at the same time, some of that synth production is so simple that it does get a little bit dry and redundant. I really didn't get too many beats here that made me scowl or jump out of my seat or fall back or anything like that. And it's not even that any of these beats are all out trash, it's just that they're not giving me that extra punch that I really need. There were actually a couple on here I didn't care for, and I will get into that later, but even still, I think the production was pretty solid. Not going to say it's exceptional, but it certainly has some bright spots. And while I did say that the production can get a little bit redundant, it's also the same thing with the content. I really do appreciate the positive and inspirational messages throughout, but you are getting a lot of cliches on this project, and it does seem at times like they're going over the same type of things. For example, on the song Stars, this is just kind of a dry auto-tune laced track that really fits what I was saying about the production, just nothing about it that stands out. And they're going in about shooting for the stars, you know. A lot of stuff on here is just about that typical underground rapper stuff, trying to come up, haters, people doubting you, you know how it goes. And you're even getting more of that on My Life, where we're getting some bars about putting in OT, being on the grind, trying to shine. These things you hear from so many rappers, it's very hard to take that and make it interesting, especially on this project where it's close to an hour long. So you're getting this hour-long project where the production at times is very simple, even some of the beats you could describe as chintzy. And even when it comes to the rapping, I wasn't blown away there either. I do think there is a certain chemistry these two have together, so I'm not saying it's all out bad. There are some nice flows once in a while, but bar-wise and lyric-wise, I wasn't really blown away with much of what was being said here. Again, it kind of comes back to the topics getting pretty redundant. I think they really could have just shortened this project and maybe expanded their production styles, also going in on some different content, bringing some storytelling. Like, these are all things that would have made this better, because as it is, I think it's pretty average. I did want to say, though, on the song My Life, just so I don't forget, I did like the bass on that as well as the electric guitar outro, so that was a beat that had some nice moments on it. I'm not saying this is all bad. Then we have the song This Feeling. I'd put that as one of my least favorites because of that drowsy flow on the last verse, just an example of how the rapping doesn't really do too much at some parts. And you're even getting some shaky singing, like on How Far. The singing on that made it one of my least favorite tracks. I didn't think it sounded that great. And even on the song Dawn, you're getting this cheesy and chintzy pop track with some more vocals that are alright. I'm not going to say they're all out bad. I think maybe some better mixing and mastering, maybe a bit more time put into the vocals would have been better, but again, it's just kind of average, and that's why I'm going to go with a 2.5 out of 5 here. I'm not going to say it's all out bad, because I think if you listen through, you might come out of it with a couple of tracks, but there just isn't anything too exceptional or unique here that makes for interesting talking points. I found it kind of a boring listen, especially at about an hour long. You know how it is in this day and age. If you're going to make a project that long, you really got to do something a bit different or exceptional, like I said. I'm just not getting that, so I think it's pretty average all around, but you guys can hit me up in the comments section and let me know what you think. You also want to make sure you do all that good YouTube and social media stuff where you show me love and you show me lots of it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you next time.